Let's prepare on static indeterminacy. So today we are going to start with the structural analysis. So this is my very least favorite subject, okay? So but many of you asked this subject to put video lectures. So only I have started this. So if there is any mistake in my lectures or if anything, if I said wrong means just tell me in the comment section. I am working hard to learn very thoroughly this subject and to produce it to you in a short and crisp manner also, so that it will be easy for you and to prepare the subject quickly also. Okay, so let us start this with the hope. Okay, the first chapter we are going to see this is static indeterminacy. So first let us see what is statically determinate structures and statically indeterminate structures. Okay, so when the structure is analyzed by the equilibrium conditions alone means we call it as the determinate structure. So when it is not sufficient with the equilibrium equations alone and we need some extra equations like compatibility equations to analyze the whole structure, then we should call that structure as the statically indeterminate structure. So first let us see what is the static equilibrium equations. Okay, so here for a plane frame there are three number of equations. So one is the horizontal reactions will be summation will be 0, the summation of vertical reactions will be 0 and the moment will be 0. So there are three static equilibrium equations. Whereas in the plane frame, if you see, means the force also will be in three directions and moment also will be in three directions. So altogether 6 equations we will be getting, which is equal to 0. So we can use these equations to analyze the structures. Okay, so here are some examples for the determinate and indeterminate structures, because in the questions they will be just giving the options and find out which is determinate structure or find out the odd one here, like that they'll be giving. Okay, so some examples I have given here. So cantilever beam, simply supported beam, three hinged arch, so arch you'll be seeing later in the structure analysis, and then suspension cable. So these are statically determinate structures. So whereas continuous beam, fixed beam and propped cantilever, so these are the indeterminate structures. Okay, so these indeterminate structures we have studied the fixed moments and reactions in the strength of materials. Okay, so here this is the main formula for finding the static indeterminacy. So definitely at least one question will be asked in this unit for any competitive exams. Okay, so the way of asking will be different. Some questions they'll be asking to find this degree of indeterminacy, or they'll be asking which beam or which structure is not indeterminate, or they will give you the DS value, that is degree of determinacy value, and with that they'll be asking you to find whether it is stable or not, like that. Okay, so based on this I have framed the lecture here. So first let us see the formula, that is degree of static indeterminacy is equal to number of unknowns minus static equilibrium equations. Okay, so this unknowns means it is the reactions in the different support. So in fixed support there will be some reactions, in hinged support there will be some reactions. So based on that reactions, it is number of reactions here. And the static equilibrium equation we know already. For plane frame it's 3 and for space frame it is 6. Okay, so when this ds is equal to 0, it means the structure is stable and it is determinate also. Okay, so when it is greater than 0, it is stable but it is undeterminate, because we are having the equations more than the equilibrium equations. Okay, that is the unknowns more than the equilibrium equations. So the structure is stable but it is undeterminate. And then when the ds is less than 0 means it is unstable but it is determinate structures. Okay, so these are the different components to be studied based on the ds value. So now this ds can be expanded as dse plus dsi, that is external static indeterminacy and internal static indeterminacy. So the previous formula we saw here, so this formula can be directly used for the beams, so that is enough for beams. Okay, so when you go for the portal frames or trusses means you should go for this expanded formula, that is external plus internal formula. Okay, so here first let us study for the external formula. So it is r minus 6 for space frame and r minus 3 for plane frame. Okay, so R is your reaction components, we have already seen that. The next if you see means it is DSI, So it is equal to m minus 2j minus 3 for pin jointed plane frame. Okay, so in the frames the supports will be there, no? So if it is completely fixed supports means we call it as the rigid jointed, and the joint also, if it is rigid means we go for that. And when the joints are pin jointed, so they'll be drawing there like a pin support. If this is the component means, so like this a pin will be given there. Okay, so on all the joints it will be given. So based on that we can find it is pin jointed or it is fixed joint, rigid joint. Okay, so based on this we can go for this formula. So for pin jointed frame it is m minus 2j minus 3, and pin jointed space frame it is m minus 3j minus 6. So here m is nothing but it is the number of members in the roof truss or portal frame, and j is nothing but the number of joints. And here in the rigid frame it is 3c or 6c. So what does the c means? It is the closed loops. Okay, so when the frame is like this, for example, when the frame is like this, okay, so here one support and here one support means, so here this only one closed loop is there, no? So we can take c value as 1 and 3 into c, so you'll be getting 3 as the value. So this is all about the external and internal formula. Okay, and there is also a simplified formula. Simplified formula is nothing but they are combining this external and internal and giving you here. Okay, I didn't write it here, just noted that also. The D is for pin jointed plane frame. Okay, so pin jointed plane frame means here what are those? So this formula plus this formula. Okay, you just add these both, it will give you m plus r minus 2j. Okay, so the 3 and 3 will get cancelled, so you will get m plus r minus 2j. So this is your simplified formula for pin jointed plane frame. The same case for space frame is m plus r minus 3j. So you have to add this formula and this formula. So the simple thing only they have done here. Okay, so this is easy for pin jointed frame, but for rigid jointed plane frame the c is not used. Okay, so instead of that it is 3m plus r in the bracket minus 3j. Okay, so this is for rigid jointed plane frame, and 6m plus r minus 6j, which is for rigid jointed space frame. Okay, so these four are simplified formula, just it is the combination of this external and internal. Okay, next comes to this joints. So here in the joint they have given pin joint plane frame and rigid jointed plane frame. Okay, so we all know that pin jointed means itself only two reactions will be happening there, only vertical and horizontal reactions will be happening there. And in case of fixed joint or rigid joint there will be three reactions, that is vertical, horizontal, and a moment will be acting there. Okay, so that is only given as 2 and 3 here, that is pin joint plane frame and rigid joint plane frame. Okay, but in the case of space frame an addition reactions happens there. Okay, so in pin jointed space frame it should be 3 and rigid jointed space frame it should be 6. So these are the number of equilibrium equations for the joints. So we all already know these type of support and the reactions. I am just telling it again. So for a fixed beam or fixed support it is 3, and for hinged support it is 2, and for roller support it is 1. For free end it is 0, and for horizontal shear or vertical shear it is 2. The shear supports means without this triangle they will be giving the support directly. Okay. So here I have some examples so that in structural analysis you have to definitely solve the problem, otherwise you cannot understand the concept very clearly. Okay, so in the end of all the lectures you please verify some books or some question banks so that you can do more problems, so that you will be very thorough in the concept. So the first example is a simple example. So there is a beam. So here it is a fixed support in one end and roller support in the middle, and one hinged support is given at the end. So we know that the ds is what? It is r minus 3. Okay, but this is a special case, that is for beams you no need to consider the horizontal reactions and also the horizontal equations. So this is a rule. Okay, so for beams you shouldn't consider, means the equations will become 2 because we are having vertical, horizontal and moment, no? So we are neglecting that, so equations becomes only 2 here. Okay, so that only I have written the formula here as r minus 2. Okay, so here in the fixed support we will be having one vertical reaction and one moment, therefore 2. Okay, and here it is roller, so 1. Here it is hinged, also 1, because we are neglecting the horizontal reaction. So altogether it is 4 unknowns. So 4 reaction components minus 2 will give you 2. Okay, so this is not the end, because here if you note there is a hinge is given in the beam. Okay, so this is also an additional point to be noted. If the hinge is given there, means the sides of the hinge should be noted first. Okay, it is actually bisecting a single component, so that one side and other side, left and right side only, the beam is extending. Okay, so always you should remember this, that is the number of joints it is connecting, no, so that minus 1 should be the value of the hinge. Okay, so here this is 1, this is 1, so 2 minus 1, that is 1 only. Okay, so that value should be minused from this ds, so it is 2 minus 1, that is 1 due to hinge. Okay, so don't confuse this more, because why I am telling you this 2 and 1 means in sometimes the hinge will be like this also. Okay, the support will be like this, that is the joint will be like this, and here they will be giving you a internal hinge. At that time you shouldn't minus 1 here, because it is bisecting 4 sides, no, so it is 4 minus 3, so you are getting 1. Okay, sorry, 4 minus 1, so you are getting 3. So here you should substitute 3. Okay, so this hinge value, that is the force released due to this hinge, should be subtracted at last from the degree of static indeterminacy. So you should be very clear that where this hinge is located. Okay, so in this case, that is in this problem, it is 2 sides only are there, so it is 1, so you can directly minus that. The next problem we are going to see is the it's just a truss-like structure. So here we are having a hinged support, therefore 1 and 2. In trusses and all, we should consider the horizontal reactions. Okay, only in beams we should neglect that. So here is a roller, so 1, and here is a roller, so 1. So there are 4 unknown reactions. So R minus 3 will be 4 minus 3, so you will be getting 1 as the value here. Okay, and the next formula is internal determinacy. So it is m minus 2j minus 3. So first let us find how many members are here. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these two structures is 2 only, not 4. Okay, so 8 and 9 and then 10. So totally m is 10 here, and then 2j minus 3. So we want to find the j here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So totally we are getting 6 here. Okay, so here m minus 2j minus 3. So you are getting 10 minus 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is, it's 9. So 10 minus 9 is 1 here. Okay, so the answer is DSE plus DSI. So 1 plus 1, you will be getting the answer is 2 here. Okay, so this is all about this sum. And the next sum is the portal frame sum. Okay, so in the portal frame, here all the supports are fixed support. Okay, so here it is the joints also, it is fixed. They didn't mention anything about the pin jointed here. So everything is fixed. Only one internal hinge is given here. So that should be minus at last after finding the ds value. Okay, so before that, let me tell you one thing. In this question, no, instead of doing this, you can apply the simplified formula also. So simplified formula, we know that it is m plus r minus 2j. No, so if you directly do it in that formula also, it is easy to obtain the answer directly. So you can try that also and check whether the answer is coming as 2. And then coming to this sum, so here if you see, means here it is fixed support. So one vertical, one horizontal and one moment. So 3 reactions will be there in all the 4 supports. So 3 into 4, so you are getting 12 unknown reactions. So 12 minus 3 will give you 9. So this will be your DSE value. Okay, so as I told you, in rigid supported and rigid jointed frames, the closed loops is calculated for the internal determinacy. Okay, so here only one closed loop is there. So 3 into 1 will give you 3 only. So 9 plus 3 will give you 12. So this is your degree of static indeterminacy. But a hinge is there, okay, where the hinge is connecting two joints like this. So it is 2 minus 1, 1 only should be subtracted from the ds value. So 12 minus 1 you will be getting 11 as the value here. And the fourth sum is, here I have given a space frame for you, okay, because we haven't seen any space frame, no. So here for the space frame, the formula is m plus r minus 3j, that is ds is m plus r minus 3j. So first let us find how much members are there and how many joints are there and reactions also there, okay. So first let us see the members. So here it is 1, 2, 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then 9. So 9 members are there, so I have given 9 here, okay. And then if you see means reactions, so here everything is a pin jointed reaction. So for pin jointed always we will be taking what value, only horizontal and vertical, so it is 2, okay, but not in this case because this is a space frame. I have told you already, in the space frame an extra additional reactions will be coming for the joints, that is for pin joint it is 3 and for fixed joint it is, that is a rigid joint, it is 6, okay. So here it is pin jointed in the space frame, so we should take 3 reactions only, okay. So here 3, here 3 and here 3, so 3 cross 3 it is 9. So the R value is 9 here, okay. And then minus 3 into j, so the joints, so how many joints we are having? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 joints are there, okay. Here these are not joints, okay. So this point and all, it's not joint. This is a space frame, so assume it in a space structure, okay. So here 5 joints are there, so 5. So 9 plus 9, 18 minus 3, 5 are 15, 18 minus 15, 3. So the answer is 3. That's all, okay. So in space frames pin jointed there should be 3 reactions. So this is all about everything, that is I have given an example for beam, a portal frame, a truss and space frame. So I have covered different things, okay. And here in addition to that I like to tell you one thing, the hinge we saw, no, so it was given like this, no. There are different forms of hinges also will be giving, okay. So they may give like this also and they may give like this also. So these are different shapes of hinges they'll be providing. So for everything you should use the same concept only, okay. And the fifth sum is given here. So it is a truss like thing is given here. It's a plain frame only. So you just do the static indeterminacy, apply the static indeterminacy formula and find the answer and give it in the comment section. So let us see how many of you are telling the right answer. Thank you and keep watching for the next lecture on kinematic indeterminacy.